everybody, it's Eva here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build. And in today's video, we are building something quite different to usual. I decided to build something that is combining old and new. And what I built was a converted water tower. Let me give you a quick background story about this whole build. So basically, I was really in the mood to do a conversion of an old build into a new and kind of blend the old and new together in a really modern way. At first I was thinking like maybe a church or something like that. I just knew I really wanted a tall building, and then I came across a water tower that has been converted into a residential building. It's, I think, like 8 floors in real life. I'll pop a picture of it right here. It has been featured on Grand Designs, which is a amazing TV show in the UK where they create like the coolest of buildings, and this one's a very, very special one. And I think a lot of people in the UK know this. And fun fact, actually, I used to live right next to this tower, like literally right next to it in my first year of living in London. So yeah, I walked past this tower literally every day on my way to uni, and I thought that would be the perfect building to kind of try and recreate. I didn't really fully recreate it. It was more like the inspiration I got from it, because basically the original has a bit of a different layout of the whole build, and I just decided to have the tower on the left, then a glass bit connecting the old and the new, and then we have a really new modern part with like overhanging walls on the front and the garage underneath, and it's also like a loft situation on the right. So the two are connected through this glass hallway on every single floor, which is functional, and yeah, the entire build is functional in case you're wondering. And yeah, I'm really excited how this turned out. I think it's very different to what I usually do, but I really like challenging myself sometimes. And yeah, it was quite tricky for me to actually build the old-fashioned part of the building, just because I rarely ever do that. Like, I could build a modern house in like 3 seconds, definitely not with an old-fashioned house. Just couldn't, no. Took me a long time to figure out which windows, where to put them, all the little details. It's a shame that in The Sims we don't really have much, I don't know, exterior decorations that we can use to make a building more, I don't know, 3D in a way. I feel like the houses in The Sims are just meant to be like squares with barely any decorations. I really loved these wall decorations. They're like flat stone from Jungle Adventure, which I put all around the edges and the middle, and I think that gives it a lot of like good texture. But yeah, other than that, there's not too much I was working with. The Jungle Adventure bits definitely came in quite handy. And I used windows from Strangerville because I really like the kind of, I don't know, kind of like gothic style of the windows. I was originally looking for different ones, but I think these like really long and thin ones were just perfect. And yeah, that's why it looks quite different to the original tower, just because it's a very different architecture style. And on top of this water tower, there is another like really modern conversion bit. So this bit is actually very much based on the original tower. They have a 360-degree view up there, so there's literally windows all around, and I really loved the look of this like modern bit on top of this old-fashioned tower. I really love it. Oh, and also that tower is actually an Airbnb on the weekends, I believe, or every other weekend or so you can actually stay in this water tower. You get a couple of floors, not all of them, but you get a couple of floors. It'd be so interesting to see, and like that view must be insane of all of like central London. I know it's very different to what I usually do, but I'm really excited about this project, and it was so much fun to create. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this build as much as I do. If you do, then please do let me know by hitting that like button down below and also subscribing to my channel. But yeah, back to the build. So we are building in Windenburg, if you haven't noticed yet. We're on the Proprietor square, which is a 30 by 20, I believe. So yeah, it's not too big, and the build itself is rather small, but I didn't really want to make it too big just because I think it gets quite overwhelming, and I wanted the tower to be like the main feature. And you can't build more than 4 stories in The Sims, so that's cool. In general, for this entire build, I used a lot of tool mod to create like custom bits and bobs of furniture and decor, and I'm so happy with how everything turned out. I really love using tool mod and creating my own things. I think that's part of the fun for building for me. I created my own kitchen cupboards because the ones that I wanted to use were unfortunately turning out grey rather than white, even though their swatch is white. Love that like glitch in The Sims. So I used a slab from Spa Day, which is amazing because it doesn't really stop your Sims from interacting with the counters and stuff like that. In the dining room and in the office, I used a wood panel that is from Serena Sims, which is from the gallery and without custom content, to create like a kind of wood paneling wall, which I think looks amazing and kind of makes the room pop. I wish we had more like wooden feature walls like that. I think that'd be amazing. But yeah, I had to use gallery art for this. And then also in the living room, I kind of created this shelving unit with the new modular furniture bits, so the square ones. I basically created a whole shelf of those and then covered them up by turning them sideways with tool and like moving them into the holes, because I only wanted like 2 rows to be open and the rest to be closed. And sadly, we don't get an option like that with the modular furniture from Dream Home Decorator. But anyway, yeah, that's what I did. I covered it up and then like decorated it with my little bits and bobs, like little candle holders, books and all sorts. Yeah, I really love decorating things up with my own decor. I could do this all day, literally, could do it all day. And then also there is the sofa table that I created using a side table from Seasons and then a vent from the Journey to Pod 2 pack, which I use obsessively for everything. And also in that room actually is one of my favorite items that I created in this build, which is the floor lamp, which is made up of the new ceiling lights from the Dream Home Decorator pack, which I just literally lowered and like twisted and turned and rotated so they looked like a kind of floor lamp. And I actually really am proud of that. I think it looks so realistic and cute. I'm actually quite happy about these ceiling lamps. I don't love them particularly on the ceiling as much, but I think they're great for creating these kind of custom light fixtures. And then one thing that I also really liked, which is probably my favorite thing I created in this build, is the bed with the headboard and the bed itself. And I will get into that in a sec. Let me just get into the tower itself first. So the old tower has the bedroom and the bathroom. It's only a 1 bed, 1 bath. Didn't really fit more in it. The bedroom is a 2-story room, which is so cool, and it has like staircases in there that lead both to the bathroom underneath and also to the tower bit up top. So you can go up some stairs and then up a ladder and then you reach the top bit with the amazing view. And except for the top bit, I actually tried to combine the classic and new style a lot more than I do for the rest of the build. So I tried to make the bedroom and bathroom quite churchy looking, or like oldish looking. I used some wood tones and some chains that look kind of like very old-fashioned, from which the ceiling lights are kind of suspended. So I really love kind of this combined look. And also about the bedroom, something that I found out in this build is you can size up the beds and you can lower them into the ground and they're still functional. So I sized up the bed, which is from Eco Lifestyle. It's so beautiful, I love it. And then I lowered it into the ground so it looks like it's a big solid modern bed, which is goals. And I'll definitely do that more often in the future. I can't believe I only just found that out. I love that trick. Absolutely love it. Throughout this entire build, by the way, I used my own gallery art again. You guys know how a couple weeks ago I created my own gallery paintings and I'm so proud of them. I'm really, really loving every single one, and these are brand new. You've not seen these yet. I've not published them on the gallery yet. I will though in the near future. But yeah, these are more like line art paintings, which I'm absolutely here for, and they suit this build so well. I'm glad I haven't used them before in any other build and kind of kept them secret in a way, because this build genuinely was perfect for it. Any other gallery art that I've done is already up on my gallery, so you can go and download that. But yeah, I think we're nearing the end of the speed build, and as you guys know, the tour is coming up of the entire build, which I'm so excited for you guys to see, because it looks so much better from the actual Sims angle than it does like from when I'm building from above. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy the tour. Like I said, do leave a like and also subscribe, and yeah, I can't wait to see you next Wednesday with a brand new Sims 4 speed build. Bye!